Happy Wednesday morning, everybody. Well, just like the doctor ordered, the steamer, the humidity is over in Wisconsin Dells. Today, I think it's in the 60s, and it's a rainy day. It's a rainy day in Georgia, and it's raining all over the world. Haven't heard that song in ages, except we're in Wisconsin Dells. Hey, listen, I had a great surprise yesterday. Nick Hoffman called me. Herman, where you at? I said, I'm in the Dells. He goes, we are too. So I guess the World of Outlaw late models, they left Wilmot, and they're on their way up to, Cedar Lake, Wisconsin, for more World of Outlaw late model racing. But I saw the haulers parked. I said, what the hell? There was a couple toter homes, and come to find out, one of them was Nick's. And of course, I saw the shock trailer there, you know, the people that build shocks. But yeah, World of Outlaw late models are following me. All right, everybody. Man, you talk about some breaking news in the garage area. We got two big ones today. We're going to talk about them both, obviously, but Adam Stern reports that NASCAR is not going back to Mexico City, and guess where they're going? You know, there's a song that says, they paved paradise, put in a parking lot, and the rest of the song is like this. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? So what track are we going to go to replace Mexico City? Yes, Chicagoland. Back to Chicagoland. I assume it will be packed because it was taken away from you. We'll see. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But let's go with the big one. Austin Hill. Oh boy. Let's take a drink of coffee on that one. Austin Hill. So NASCAR threw the hammer down. For a lot of you that don't know, the Xfinity driver, Austin Hill, he drives for Richard Childress. And, Austin, he's come out running really good. He won Daytona a lot. I'm not saying this year, maybe he did, but he wins Daytona. He wins, the Atlanta racetrack. So we go to Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Saturday last week for the Xfinity race. And we saw a driver. Who was that driver? I forgot. I got bang fake. Eric Almirola, that's it. Eric Almirola got right on the rear bumper of Austin Hill, got him loose. And I'm going to tell you what, Austin Hill did a hell of a job. Saved it. What a great save, Austin. Good job. But he was so mad that Eric Almirola got him loose that instead of just saving it and fighting for the win, he clearly turned left on Eric, hooked him in the right rear, and sent Eric into the wall. And then he, came down pit road. Austin Hill comes down pit road to get tires. And he is motherfucking NASCAR on the radio. I mean, you think I cuss. The thing with me when I cuss, I just cuss, right? Just normal cussing. The other people are, what do you call them? They hide. Like me, I don't hide. Which people say, what's it like to see Kenny Wallace in real? It's the same damn thing. But the other people, they fake. They all fake. I'm not fake. I'm the real OG. I'm the original gangster. I'm the original old guy. This is me. But the rest of them, they're like, oh, Kenny Wallace got a foul mouth. I'm like, oh, you ought to hear my friends. They just don't do it on video. But I love listening to Ryan Blaney cuss, and Ryan probably out-cussed me. But anyway, Austin Hill, what got him in real trouble besides hooking Eric Almirola was he motherfucking NASCAR on that radio. You tell NASCAR go themselves. I said, oh. So here's the way NASCAR does that deal. They're going to get your attention. That's the way NASCAR works. They're going to get your attention. And if you don't play by their rules, because it's their house, that's one thing I've always thought was funny now that I'm older. When I look back on my career and I look at the young kids nowadays, I'm like, oh, the young kids haven't figured out that they're in NASCAR's playground. One thing NASCAR taught me, they don't need you. The drivers are in line. They're trying to get your ride. We got other drivers, lots of other drivers. So just when you NASCAR and think, hey, NASCAR, you can kiss my ass. Well, Austin Hill just figured out what happens. So NASCAR has suspended. They will not let Austin Hill race next week. He's going to take a week off, and that hurts because somebody's going to be in his car. And that's what hurts the most when you see somebody in your race car. Now, that's not enough. Now they're going to take Austin Hill's points and they're going to seed him last. So he's in the playoffs, but he's going to be last now. He's starting the playoffs with no points. That hits you in the jugular right there. That hurts like a motherfucker. Hey, Austin, everything you did all year don't mean jack. Yeah, we're going to let you in the playoffs because you did win the race, but we're going to let you start the playoffs with no points. You're going to start last. Of course, the way Austin can get him back is he can win right away. So here's my message. Don't with NASCAR. They're going to get you. Oh, it's fun to play tough guy. And then you realize, I don't own NASCAR. They own me. Okay. As reported by Adam Stern, and we all knew this, it's been announced. Well, it wasn't announced, but Ben Kennedy pretty much said, if you listen to everything, Ben Kennedy, he pretty much said without saying it that, we hope to come back to Mexico City, but everybody pretty much knew we weren't going back. So listen, they accomplished what they wanted to. They went to Mexico City. They're not going back next year. NASCAR is not going back to Mexico City. And here's why. It was too hard on the organization of getting the truck and trailers down there and things like that. So they're going back to Chicagoland Speedway. And this is just what the doctor ordered. I love this idea because this is what they do in Lincoln, Illinois for the dirt track. This is what they do at Brownstown. Run about once a month. If you race less at that track, the fans will like it more because they can't bitch as much. So here we are. We're going back to Chicagoland. Listen, it's a beautiful racetrack. The only thing I've always said, it's in a bad area. Right there in Joliet, and it's a very commercialized area. It's by the Illinois River there. There's a lot of tractor trailers in and out, but I think everybody's going to like this one. We'll see. We will see. I'm going to leave you like this. This will be a good way to compare the amount of people and compare the TV ratings to the city of Chicago, because there's still talk. It's kind of weird. They're still thinking that they might go back to the Chicago street course one day. That deal's not dead for some reason. So let's see, when we go to Chicagoland Speedway, let's see how many people are in the grandstands, and let's see the TV ratings. Then we will compare Chicagoland Speedway to the street course. I've never been so happy to see rain and 60 degrees in my life. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.